Okay, I'm trying to be consistent here, but 4 minutes behind schedule. What we looking at on this picture here? We're looking at the mound builders. See these mounds here? These are ancient burial sites, and you will find them all over America, all over the Americas. They were here before Columbus came. That's proof, evidence that we've been here thousands of years. That's how they date these mounds. Of course, a lot of them are being hidden. So, greetings everyone, newcomers and returning visitors. This is Staying in the Light, and we do it right. They call me old school. I don't like to say I'm old, but what they call me, that's what I do. There are very large ones all over the country, these mounds. Most of them are hidden in waterways like lakes, ponds. Yeah, that's how they hide them. And also these are energy centers because ancestor, we always honor our ancestors. So there's a lot of worship in that area. It's like no, that's like holy land. That's what I'm saying. That's what holy land because that's where our ancestors buried. So if you follow the history, because I've been researching fires in America, every fire, I'm talking about big city fires since the 18th century, there's always been in predominantly indigenous areas. Not always just indigenous people, but it's always been poor people. A lot of immigrants came here, got caught up in those fires because they was targeting the indigenous population. So you ask yourself, why would they do that? Well, if you got records, if you got titles to the property, if you got title to your land, if you can prove your ancestry, if you got your ancient history, you know everything about who you are, that's not something that's wanted in the countries that want to change your identity. First off, is you got ownership of the land. If you got ownership of the land and can prove it with deeds and land titles, that's why a lot of these courthouses go up in flames. To destroy the records. And then the business corporation can come in there and you got free land. Yeah, it's free land once they burn it because nobody can prove ownership because the records have been destroyed. That's what they did. That's what was done. Don't believe me, do your research. It's always been about the land. Little wonder now, when you look at the indigenous people, you say, why don't we have any land? No, you couldn't have land. Because land gave you a certain freedom. Just think about it now. With land, you become independent. You don't need them for anything. You can do everything you need right there on that land. Food, clothing, shelter. And that's why you was this dispossessed of the land. Until this day, all the 1,000 year our ancestors been here, Very few have claimed ownership of land. What do you think Katrina was about? You think that levee just broke? No. Eyewitness said that levee was dynamited. Some of y'all haven't heard this before, and some of you don't know what I'm talking about. We're talking about this hurricane that came in Louisiana called Katrina in August of 2005. Thousands of people were killed. But that area that was affected was all indigenous people who've been here thousands of years in Louisiana and had ownership of that land. So everything's a land grab. Everything's a land grab. But the land, do you think the land like being grabbed? No, the land don't like being stolen and mistreated. Do you think the land appreciates being separated from its owners? No, the land don't even like it. Why do you think? Why do you think you have these earthquakes and things like that? Floods. It's the land rebelling. Hey, what's going on, Retta? Beautiful name. Everything's a land grab. So yeah, what you're looking at is the mounds. These are the ancient mounds that our ancestors, ancient burial sites. I thought I'd show that to you. And this is proof that our ancestors didn't come over here from Africa. Because there's nobody in Africa building mounds. That's something we did here. And these mounds are proven to be thousands of years old. Of course, I taught about this before. But maybe some people new need to hear this. So let me know where you're from. Thank you for coming in the chat. Greetings. Hi everybody. Just let me know where you're from. Are you a subscriber? Are you just stopping by? Are you part of the collective, the community? Or just, you know, just checking us out? Some of y'all got jokes. I'm just getting it. Some of y'all got jokes. Okay. Um. What were we talking about? Well, anything. I've been talking for about 10 minutes. Anything y'all want to question me on what I've been talking about? Or maybe you just coming in. You don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, we are respectful people here. We respect all people. We respect their rights. And why do we respect people? Because we respect our parents and we respect our ancestors. And by doing that, we respect the Creator. So when people disrespect you, don't take it personal. Because really, they don't respect themselves. Because we all connected. And some people are so traumatized by this society. They're hurting. They really are. Because the society, they're pawns in the society and they see no way out. Because they're under all type of pressure on their job, trying to pay their bills, trying to keep their sanity. So you need to be connected to some God, If you don't have one, I recommend you find one because you're gonna have to learn how to just how to live with people. Okay? Oh boy, it's been a hot day today. Where y'all from? What country y'all from? Are y'all in America? Some of y'all don't sound like Americans. I see American names, but anybody can put an American name. So are y'all serious about anything? Or y'all just all cartoon characters? You know, you watch cartoons, they're always laughing about something. They're not serious about anything. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be serious all the time, but if I'm visiting somebody's house and they're talking a serious topic, I show my home training that I was raised properly just to listen to them. And not act like somebody in the peanut gallery. You know what I say? You know what they say? They say peanut gallery. Yeah, you throw peanuts at the monkeys and the chipmunks. Yeah, I didn't get it, did you? Okay, well, that's all we're going to talk about today. I don't see anybody with any questions, but just you should pray daily. I don't know if y'all still say your prayers when you get up and when you go to bed, but you should be thankful for everything you have in this country. I'm in America, yes, I'm in America, and just for God allowing this country to exist another day, y'all should be grateful because a lot of trauma on this land that God is going to, the land is going to correct itself or cleanse itself. Let's put it like that. A lot of cleansing got to take place because there's so much blood on this land, innocent blood. But anyway, that's another video. We'll talk about that some other time. So with that, we're going to say stay in the light, shine your light bright, because the devil always wants to dim your light, but he can't succeed if you with the creator. He's who you need.